Hey, it's AM4 talking to me. Anyway, here is the lower receiver in all of its glory. Leave me alone. Just get it out of the way. I know I mentioned that plastic stuff I have. I mean, it's literally just a sheet of plastic. 0.7.8 mil thick. I mean, it's nice and rigid, and you know, it won't bend all the way. It'll actually start to, I guess the bend will break and it'll form into a fold instead. Back to this. I've got it theoretically where I'm going to put it. You know, on the other side of there's a functioning side which has your two switches, the safety and the fire select, and the mag release. And on the other side, it's just for show. I'm planning on just kind of sticking it over that, putting it down here, maybe shaving it off about here. Shut up, aim for, shut up, aim for, shut up, aim for. And just kind of cutting it down across. Maybe putting some, like, maybe an inch thick PVC cut down the center, just kind of to cap it off. Because like I said, it doesn't fold very well, and the bend on it wouldn't, I don't think it would bend right for it. So the PVC would also be able, I could, just kind of cut off a little section, add a whole bunch of epoxy, and call it good, or good enough. Plus it'll be a lot more solid than some of this, but once you get a bend in it, it's pretty good. I'm thinking about extending the mag well a bit and then kind of grinding it off. That way, they would have a guide down into the seat. Maybe even cut a little bit of an angle on the mags themselves. Hopefully I'll just order a Capali mystery box and get a mag or two and test it on those, since I know both of my mags work perfectly fine. This is simply filled with, this is a not single tube, but both tubes of the quick set epoxy syringe thing you get. That's absolutely all of it poured in here. Hopefully that'll give it a good grip. It's pretty much solid now. Down here along the back, I made a little bit of a bowl, and hopefully once I get some more epoxy, because I didn't expect that to be that much. Pour it down there and let it set. Get it in frame. Pour it down there and let it set. That way, the back will be pretty much set. Up top here, or for all those people that have taken their Thompson apart, you've got the bolt that goes up into this annoying nut that flops all around, and it's very, very annoying whenever you take it off for the first time until you glue it down. Anyway, I've got this magical little cross member here. I'm planning on putting a little plate down there, a metal plate, putting down it with epoxy or something, and then just drilling a hole through it so that I can put a bolt straight through there into the nut on the other underside. Because of the way this thing is spring-loaded, it's got a little detent here to keep the little spring-loaded rod in. Because of the way all that happens to work, I filled in this back bolt hole, covered it over. It seems to function properly. All else fails, I can probably tear it apart and not really worry, since everybody hates this thing. Where the wires pass through, obviously the wires are going to pass through there. I might have to make a little bit of an extension, but I've got the extension out of my AK, and it'd be easy to run it out here and kind of, run out that wire. Something that's problematic is once this stock is covered, it's covered. I can't take the stock off of the lower receiver. It's epoxied and glued on for now, and then eventually bolted and epoxied and all that good stuff. So the lower receiver isn't going anywhere. The stock isn't going anywhere. Going anywhere. Anyway. And the problem is, motor don't fit. I mean, simply put, the motor does not go through there. You have to take the thing apart down there to get it to go anywhere. So I might have to scrap the across here idea and just kind of glue this plastic up here, because I might have to, you know, cut it out here. Am I even in frame? I'm not paying attention. Cut it out here, maybe just, you know, cut in this general area, because back here can stay, but like cutting it out here would allow me to, you know, use a P90 gearbox, drop down there the Thompson gearbox with a P90 motor mount on it, straight down there. If all else fails and I can't get any of that, and I have to make it super thick down here, I can still just put the standard motor straight through there. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I'd take the standard mag release. I put a screw through it and covered it with a rubber nubbin, or rubber nub, and it worked wonderfully well. I mean, easy to hit. I wanted to bend it out because this plastic is thick, and I knew I'd have to put it on there. So I was going to bend it out, that way it'd be a little bit easier to get, and you know, won't scrape against anything. And of course that final bend snapped it. Yeah, I'm a smart cookie. So I'm at a loss for what to do right now. I'm thinking about just putting epoxy on there, but I don't know how well that would hold. You know, looking at the design of it, I don't know if I'd be able to even make something to work apart from just simply gluing this thing on there. I don't know how to take the ring out. I mean, I honestly don't even know how this thing works. Stop talking, you son of a bitch. But whenever it first broke, this thing was, awkward way of doing things. This thing was like super stiff, but I let it sit for about an hour with, you know, it sprung back a little bit, and it's not too bad anymore. You know, all else fails, I can add a little bit more, and you know, it was already, you know, so hard to get the mags in without, you know, popping them or, you know, just pushing real hard. It doesn't hurt anything as far as I know yet. So any ideas on this would be great, because I'm at a complete loss. If you tell me how to take the thing apart without destroying anything, that'd be great. Again, because I'm planning on picking up a Kapowie box. You know, the classic fire selector here on the sides. You know, with the addition of the plastic, I'd have to pretty much just stick them on the very end of that little white piece. So if I could get a select fire MOSFET and work that in somewhere, it'd be a lot easier too, because I won't have to worry about this physicality right here. I could mount it somewhere else, you know. Who knows? But, you know, that's where it is. Hopefully this, y'all aren't all asleep. Oh, shit, while I'm thinking about it. There you are. Fuck. This is an AK stock, like I said before. You know, an AK Tactical. And I cut it all upside down so the thing goes up instead of down. And I'll need to extend this out because it doesn't provide any locking on your shoulder. It just kind of slides off. So I may need to cover this with a bit of a rubber, or actually extend this with a bit of handiwork and use this outer plastic to make the stock ends. I don't know. But that's all I've got for now.